Alrighty, how you boys doing? Welcome, my man. My name's Nate. It's a little video series I'm starting up, a little YouTube channel I'm starting up. Essentially, I'll give a little backstory of what I'm gonna try to do with this, and see where it goes. But this is day one of a 30-day challenge, essentially, where I will be posting a video every day for 30 days of me turning on the camera and essentially just saying what's on my mind, trying to be as authentic as possible, and see where it takes me. One big inspiration for this is one main guy who inspired me to actually do this challenge, which is his challenge, is Zach Pogrob on Instagram. He's essentially a very inspirational influencer, I guess you could say. I don't know if he would characterize himself as that, but he has coined the word obsession and has essentially created his brand around that. And I very much so relate to everything he stands for. And he has created his brand to be one of an entrepreneur, one of a creative, and one of an athlete, all in one. And he essentially embodies being obsessed with that. And obviously I'm not obsessed with the same things, but the whole branding of it is something that I could definitely relate to. And my main goal with this is to get better at conceptualizing ideas that I have in my head, and in a way that's relevant, that's entertaining, and I obviously hope this is entertaining, but I'm going into this realizing that it probably won't be as entertaining as it possibly can be, but that's what I'm working on. I also am into photography, I'm into videography, and I want to get some good scenery in the background for you guys to kind of see and experience, because I do live in Hawaii, and I'm very blessed to live in Hawaii, and I understand that it's not a lot of people get to experience beautiful scenery like this. So trying to throw this all into the pot and stir it, and hopefully get some good content out of it. But one thing I wanted to kind of talk about today that was really on my mind when I decided I wanted to do this, and one thing that I spoke about with one of my good friends, my brothers, Vince, and it was really the goal behind this whole challenge and getting better at talking and making content. And I believe that I'll say this. In my understanding of successful people and their life and their path that they took, they obviously it's all different, but one thing that is in common, that they have in common with other successful people, is that they are, one, influential, and two, they're good leaders. They could be one or the other or both. Obviously the best ones are both plus more, but my goal is to be both at the highest level I possibly can. And so I have to put myself out there, and I have to put myself out there for the world to scrutinize, for me to take it seriously. And also me posting it on YouTube will allow me to see my progress through it all. So I want to become better at communicating, conceptualizing ideas, and being more entertaining in the midst of it all. Because one thing I have realized about myself, especially within the past year, is that there's a lot that goes on in my head, and I think about a lot, and a lot of it is very deep, and it already being deep and not something that you normally talk about with people, it's even harder to communicate that when you can't find the words for it. So my goal with this is to be able to do that and have conversations and open conversations and talk about stuff that really matters in life. Because I, for one, am not too keen on small talking. I find it very hard to be extroverted as it is. So small talk always seems a little too forced. And although I want to get better at that, because it's always good to be able to small talk, I mainly want to be able to express myself in a way that's productive, in a way that is inspiring, influential, all that. I continue to repeat myself, but that's where I'm at right now with it all. And yeah, I hope that the algorithm helps me out a little bit and gets people to see this and to take it on themselves, because this is where the world is heading. I was talking about this a lot too with my friends, and I sent my friends a video or an audio essentially of Luke Belmar, another very inspiring, influential guy that I watch and try to learn from. He's very successful in many areas. One being, he started off in drop shipping, which is like an online business, and then went into e-commerce, and then obviously is quite the influencer as well. He has a private membership club, or I don't know how he would explain it, but people all over the world are dying to get in and learn from this guy and access the resources that he has available for them. And I think that is really cool. That's amazing, actually, that a guy from his humble beginnings has made a name for himself and made millions of dollars in many different sectors, and continues to grow, and he's still young, and he chases that wisdom that I so desperately chase as well. But yeah, essentially he was talking about how the world is moving towards technology, and if you aren't on that wave now, you should, because eventually the opportunity is not going to last forever. And so I think with my photography, I think getting out there with my photo page has been definitely a step in that process, but I'm ready to continue on and to continue to put myself out there because it's fun. And if I could make this, my job and a profession, and make my passion something that I could do for a living, that'd be amazing. I think that's the goal for everybody nowadays. It's no longer, well, I wouldn't say it's no longer being a professional athlete or a musician, but being a streamer, being an influencer is definitely one of the most coveted jobs nowadays, and I think that's pretty cool. And yeah, I'm sorry if me putting my hands in front of my face and like this is a little annoying, but I'm using my mic and it's pretty windy out, but we're doing our thing. We're not letting anything stop us. But yeah, these videos aren't going to be too long, but my goal with them is to just get everything off my chest, and this is a little intro, so eventually I'll start to get into topics that I'm interested in, and different talking points that I would like to open up to the world, and eventually see what people think about it themselves. But yeah, we're going on 9 minutes and 47 seconds, so this is actually really good timing. I wanted them to be around the 10-minute range, nothing too long, nothing too short, but enough to get a little taste of the mind of Nate, I guess you could say, which is pretty funny. But I appreciate you guys. I hope you continue to watch. I hope you find this enjoyable, entertaining. But if not, I hope at some point you will. So I appreciate you guys. I'll see you later.